I've been enlightened by being on the stage with theologians, serious theologians, when I realize how difficult it is for intelligent people, and they are intelligent, to try and make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's amazing the convoluted paths of logic and inference that they can take to go in these circles. So I find that very enlightening to see how adept people can be at fooling themselves and others if they're intelligent. And I mean, they're honest ones. They're really trying to. The problem is that they assume the answer before they ask the question, and that's the antithesis of science.
Right.
Because they say, okay, these scriptures are divine. Now let me understand how they can do what they do, and how they can make sense. But that assumption, of course, is an assumption that needs to be tested, and all tests would tell you that they're not.
Right.
And so the problem they have is assuming a ludicrous conclusion and trying to find a rational route to that ludicrous conclusion.
This could be good for your interview or your conversation with Johnny as far as the science of madness, maybe.
Maybe, but there's science. You see, that's the point. And the great thing about science is we can be wrong. That's what really differentiates science from religion. Is being wrong is what progress is all about.
Right.
I often say, and you may have heard me say, I'm not sure, but that as a theoretical physicist, the two states that are best to be in are wrong and confused. And I'm both a lot of the time.
Yeah, and you have a great quote where you talk about, you said lack of comfort means we are on the threshold of new insights. I guess you see that probably personally, and sometimes you see maybe even society.
Well, I think we all should be, if we're in our comfort zone our whole lives, then it's not much of a life, it seems to me. I mean, that's a different way of saying an unexamined life is not worth living. But when I've said the purpose of science is to make us uncomfortable, I don't mean it's a bad thing. It means it's pushing us out of of our myopia. And science does it well, but so does all scholarship, so does all learning. It should take us out of the realm of what we thought was common sense, and teach us that what we thought was sensible is not always the way the world is. And science forces us to be that way because it's driven by experiment. If it was just driven by theorists, then we'd always sort of come back to things we like. But the universe tells us that it doesn't give a damn about what we like. It is the way it is. And we're driven to that because science is based on empirical evidence. That's what differentiates it from many other areas of human intellectual endeavor, and that's what makes it so successful, because we're kept honest by experiment.
To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonrealacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media, log in and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonrealacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.